This video is about Préludes by Claude Debussy. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Claude Debussy was a French composer who lived from 1862 to 1918. He is considered one of the most important representatives of musical impressionism. He wrote his Préludes in 2 volumes between 1909 and 1913. Each volume contains 12 pieces for piano, which together make up 24 Préludes. They show Debussy's unique style and his ability to depict images and moods through music. The Préludes consist of 2 volumes, each with 12 pieces. Each piece is self-contained and paints a musical picture. Debussy gave most of the pieces descriptive titles, which he, however, only noted at the end of each piece. In doing so, he wanted to give the pianist the freedom to interpret the music without prejudice at first. The Préludes can be played individually or in groups. Debussy wrote the first series of Préludes between 1909 and 1910. It contains well-known pieces such as La Cathédrale Inglaudi, which depicts a sunken cathedral. Les Collines d'Anna Capri describes the sunny hills of the Italian island of Capri. La Fille aux cheveux de lin paints the picture of a girl with flaxen hair. Each piece has its own mood and sound world. The second series of Préludes was composed between 1912 and 1913. It also contains 12 pieces, including Brouillards, which depicts fog. Fuilis Morts describes falling autumn leaves, while La Puerta del Vino captures the music of Spain. Ondine is based on the legend of the water nymph, and Feu d'artifice represents a fireworks display. Here too, Debussy created musical images with a great deal of imagination. In the Préludes, Debussy placed great emphasis on tone colors and rhythms. He used unusual harmonies and scales to achieve special sound effects. The rhythms change frequently, creating a lively structure. For example, in Feu d'artifice, Debussy imitates the crackling and hissing of fireworks. These tone colors and rhythms create a fascinating and varied sound world. Claude Debussy was strongly influenced by Impressionist painting, which sought to capture fleeting impressions and moods. In his Préludes, Debussy did the same, experimenting with harmonies and rhythms. He wanted to create an atmosphere rather than clear melodies or forms. This resulted in pieces that resemble musical paintings. The Préludes are technically demanding and require great skill from the pianist. They contain fast runs, complex chords, and irregular rhythms. Every pianist must have a good feel for Debussy's tone colors and moods. Only then can they convincingly portray the musical images. Despite the technical challenges, the Préludes always remain accessible and emotional. The Préludes were highly praised by critics and musicians when they were first published. They praised Debussy's ability to paint vivid pictures with music. Today, the Préludes are considered masterpieces of piano literature. They are often played in concerts and are an integral part of the repertoire of many pianists. Their influence on 20th century music can still be felt today. Claude Debussy died in 1918, but his influence on music is still felt today. He left behind a rich musical legacy, including the Préludes. His experiments with tone colors, rhythms, and structures inspired many composers of the 20th century. The Préludes remain an important part of his work and show how Debussy revolutionized the music of his time.